look very nicely today.
You do.
Thank you.
You look very. You actually could go into war.
Thank you. Thank you.
No one would ever see me. As an office worker.
No. Fuck. I don't know how many of you guys have been following the channel for, or for how long, but here's the deal. We gotta reteach Pedro how to drive a manual the right way. Is that right, Pedro?
Unfortunately, yes.
Is that what we're doing today?
I haven't had to drive a manual in forever.
And I have the perfect excuse for you, dude. There's a video with Whitney where I teach you how to drive a manual in a 911 4.0, right? A collectible Porsche. There you go, the car's moving.
Yeah.
Of course.
Would you like to do this in a collectible 911?
Yes.
Well, instead of doing that in the 911, we're just gonna do that in the RSI. Which
come on.
It's very close,
Come
though.
on.
It's very close.
It's
very close. And the best thing about it is, it's got an orange interior, kind of like you. So, is that
I have
acceptable?
an orange exterior, but I'll accept it. I'll accept it. And honestly, I have been.
The technicality of you being orange outside and inside is fucking hysterical. I'm sorry. Go on.
I have been embarrassed to bring this up and bring this into the channel because I know that I pride myself on being able to do manly things and being the only one that can really like do manly things.
But you're the real American here, dude. In here, you guys don't have manual cars. It's a weird thing. Yeah.
We don't have many, and I haven't had to drive one since I was 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, when I remember when I came into the country, talked to a couple of people, and they were like, "Manual? What are you, broke as fuck?" Yeah. I was like, "Yeah."
How about this? If Pedro does a good job with the RSI,
Yes.
he gets a spin in the 911R. If he proves himself on the RSI.
I love how you're putting that together.
We'll graduate.
I just want to get a couple of disclaimers in, Pedro. Number one, the car just came from Mexico directly, so what you see here, it's a little Mexico all over it.
This is Mexican soil?
So is this what Mexico looks like?
That is Mexican soil.
Oh, that's definitely from Mexico.
So the car's gonna be dirty. I'm sorry, Pedro, there's no way around that. Then we'll take it and get it washed and all of that
It's
stuff.
okay, more than likely I'll get even more dirty.
Okay, and I promise you, by the end of today, everyone on the channel that doesn't drive a manual will know how to drive a manual. And that's including you. Promise.
Okay.
Step number one of learning how to drive a manual, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Find an empty place, and because we're in LA, it's really, really hard to find. Oh wait, we're not in LA anymore. Whoop. Empty parking lot for Pedro. Number two, find the guy that doesn't know how to drive a stick. Pedro, got it. Okay, number three. This is number three. Follow me to the car and I'll explain that once we're there. Obviously, you're gonna need a manual car to get this done. Number three, it's right here. Beetle RSI will be the vehicle of choice.
That's it, not the 911R. Great.
Have you seen Whitney and have you seen you?
I'm fabulous.
I want you to take a seat here. Obviously, make the seat adult size.
All right.
So, now that you're sitting here, I'd love for you to just put both your feet down on the brakes. Ah, that's gonna leave a mark.
What is wrong with you?
The fucking door closed on my ankle.
It's made of carbon fiber. It weighs like a pound.
He grabbed it like really wrong.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
so both your feet there. Number one thing I want you to do is, do you know which one's the clutch? Obviously, the one on the left.
Clutch is the one on the left.
Brake in the middle.
Accelerator.
Right. Okay. Just so you know, the clutch being all the way in. Do you know what that means?
No. What does that mean?
The car is in neutral. So I want you to know that every time you put the clutch all the way in, you're going into neutral.
Whenever I push it in, it's in neutral.
That's right.
Yes.
So whenever you push in, that's the equal of this being right here. Okay, so no matter what happens, if you have to brake, if you think you're gonna hit something, whatever happens, the one thing you're gonna do is brake and clutch at the same time. Get your reps in, son. Get your reps in so that you get used to it. Play with the gears. I want you to go through all cycles of every single gear here and understand where you are at all times. So you're gonna go first, which is left, up. Perfect. Second, just down straight. Third, there you go. So go again, second, and then do third. Fourth, perfect, and fifth, 6th. So do 5th, 6th, 3, 2, 1. Every single time you want to turn on a car, that's a stick. Obviously, you're gonna have to put your foot on the clutch. You know this, so let's do this right now. So here, we're gonna put the key in, and this one starts differently. We're just gonna rotate that, put on the clutch, and then you're gonna start with that button right there.
here.
Perfect.
This looks like an arcade button. I really like it.
It's from back in the day. It's a little retro.
It's
Exactly.
like A for Mortal Kombat.
There you go. So start the car. You're gonna make sure you're in neutral before you let go of the clutch. You're gonna do the dance all the way to the right, all the way to the left. So now comes the real thing. We're gonna show you how to drive without you pressing anything, before you do it. We're not gonna die right now.
I didn't press anything.
I'm already regretting this decision.
Should we put the GoPro up first?
I think we should put some GoPros up
Because
first.
I can't manage the camera and drive at the same
Yes,
time.
let's do that.
What's the over
You're gonna do well. No. You're gonna do well. You're gonna do well.
on stalls?
This is a hard clutch, I'll be honest with you. This is not the easiest one to learn.
No question. The first time you're gonna stall. No question.
Is it normal for the distance from the clutch?
It's too short.
This is too short?
Yes.
This is a short clutch?
Yeah.
Wow, I felt like I was pressing in for miles.
Nah, homie, that's a very short clutch.
Wow.
So that's good. If in your mind that's a lot of travel for your foot, then you should be okay. So let me just move the car so you cannot bang against anything.
We're like forever away from there.
No. No. You do not
I promise.
No.
Keep your hand on the emergency brake.
Nope. I'm just gonna flip it like this.
Just so everyone knows, we picked this location because there's no, it's not abandoned, but they're building it, and we can't damage too many things. Okay, let's see if he stalls.
Here we go.
Let's see if Hefe stalls.
Get the fuck it. So let me roll down the window. Literally, roll down the window.
You don't have power, no power windows on this?
Power windows. Wait and see.
Good luck, Pedro. We love you.
Pedro. Okay, here we go. It's very simple right now. It's very simple, I promise you.
You know what? I'm not so much nervous about messing up. I want to learn. I'm more nervous about messing up on camera. I just want to put that out there.
Of course, don't fucking worry about them. They already hate us, so it's all good.
They just watched an episode of us getting our beards trimmed.
And they hated it. Okay, here we go.
So
Foot on the brake. I'm gonna take off the e-brake. Don't worry about anything. I'm just gonna ease your mind right now. So put your foot on the brake. Don't worry about anything else. Just let go. Just easy.
Okay.
Simple car, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna put your foot on the clutch all the way in, and then you're gonna put the car into first gear. Now, slowly, and I don't want you to go with your ankle like this. I want you to release the clutch up with your foot staying in the same position. Does that make sense? I don't want you to go like this. So hang on. Slowly, you're gonna feel the car. It's gonna start vibrating really hard, but it's gonna move. So just worry about that, finding that spot. So bring the clutch back slowly, super slowly, until you feel it. Right there.
Okay.
You see how low that was?
Yeah.
Okay, you stalled it, so that's one. That's one. So,
I thought that was a learning process.
hang on. So there where you feel like before the that's when you're gonna give it some gas, but you don't have to give it gas. The car will just go with the clutch alone.
I'm just driving with the clutch?
You're just finding the cutoff point. Once you find that point where the clutch like lets go and grabs into gear, which is where you stole the car. You see that? You move there. That's your cutoff point. So you're gonna give it gas every time you get to that point. So a little gas, and then you'll be able to move. Hang on. Just when you feel that it's moving, a little gas, just a little. Let go of the clutch completely.
Nice, nice!
Clutch and brake.
Hey!
Now, I'm gonna do the same in reverse now for you. So we're gonna put it in reverse.
Okay.
Let go of the, there you go, of the brake. And now let go of the clutch slowly. And you're gonna feel when you're gonna give it gas. Now, a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now foot on the brake. And on the clutch. There you go. So now, that's bad.
I feel like I'm about to get in some kind of trouble though.
It's moving, no? Huge note, huge note.
Okay.
A lot of people, when they're learning how to drive a manual, they leave their foot on the clutch just for, because they get nervous.
Yeah.
The moment you start grazing that clutch, you'll burn the clutch.
What do you mean?
Because when you're accelerating, when you're giving it gas, and if you have your foot on the clutch a little bit and you lean on it a little bit, it'll engage the clutch and start burning it.
Okay.
So a lot of people fuck up their clutches like that. So now we're gonna go first and second gear. Put it in first. let go of the clutch slowly. Let go completely, and then like that. Clutch second, and then accelerate. Clutch second, and then slowly. There you go. He's fucking doing it already!
Yeah!
Without pressing anything, just clutch and second gear, and release slowly your clutch and the accelerator. There you go. You feel that?
Yeah.
You're just downshifted, motherfucker.
Pop, 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 pop!
Exactly. Without the pop-ups, but you did. But you did. You're doing pretty fucking amazing.
This is nice. I feel good about it.
And I'm looking at your footing too, which is great. Fuck. You're doing it. You fucking nailed it. All you need to do is park it now. And you're set. You learn how to drive a manual, homie. All you need to do is practice. Gonna back it up into a spot like a U-Haul truck.
I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Easy.
Damn it! Damn it!
Stop.
There you go.
It really wants to go into reverse, I'm telling you.
There you go. But you fucking got it, basically. I think
If you say so. I honestly, I don't feel like it.
You got
in less than 20 minutes, you were able to go around and park the fucking car. It took me like months to learn when I was a kid.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't feel
I'm
like
dead
I've gotten
serious.
anywhere, but I'll tell you this, I'm gonna practice.
Fuck yeah.
Until we need a new clutch for this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
Would
the
you say?
CGT is due for a new clutch soon, right?
Would you say this was successful?
I would say so.
You fucking
Thank
killed
you.
it. You
Thank
fucking
you.
Good
killed
job,
it.
Pedro.
So I'm sitting in the Beetle RSI finally, and a lot of people have been wondering and have been asking me, why the fuck did you get a Beetle RSI? What's so cool about a Beetle? And I understand, I know that a lot of you guys think it looks girly. I know that a lot of you guys think it's stupid. I know that a lot of you guys think it's unnecessary. And it could be, but you know what this reminds me of? More than the fact that it's a limited edition car, more than the fact that it's a manual, more than the fact that it's a naturally aspirated V6 engine, more than it's got all those driver qualities. To me, this means I can do anything. I bought this car because when I was a kid, and I was like around 14, 16, this car came out in 2001, I think. They were $80,000 in Mexico, which is obscenely expensive for one of these cars. And I remember thinking to myself, holy shit, that is a legitimate driver's car. That's a car for people that know about cars and not for anyone that doesn't care about them. Like only people that really know and that are in the know are gonna know what that is. You're not buying into any crazy brands, you're not buying into anything, you're just buying into a dream, an idea, something that when you were a kid seemed unattainable. And right now this is just the cheapest car that I have, and that's fucking, I know it sounds like I'm bragging, but it's so fucking awesome. There's no other way of explaining it. It's one of those moments that you never in your life think that are gonna come true. And that's why I love this thing so much. Let me talk to you a little bit about this car so that you understand it a little bit more. It's a car that in 2001, Volkswagen, the racing division, decided to put out. They only make 251 cars. One belongs to the Museum of VW and it's a blue car. Every other car is silver like this one with the orange interior that you're seeing in this one. All 250 cars were sold. Obviously they're sold out. It's really hard to get one of these, like really freaking hard. Not because of price, because they're not that expensive. They're about $40,000 to $50,000 right now, but mostly because there's no availability, so the market gets to be played more case by case in these things. It's a race car, it's a car with a history, it's something more than just a regular car. It actually has every single bit of those things that we all love in, like the Porsches, like the 911R. It's a manual car with a naturally aspirated V6 engine, 3.2 liter engine that produces 220 horsepower. Back in the day, that was monstrous. And also remember, this car doesn't weigh shit. because literally you cannot roll your windows down other than manually because it has no electronics whatsoever for weight savings. There's carbon fiber everywhere. There's way more aero on the front, bigger intakes, so you can keep the car grounded. It's also all-wheel drive, so you know for a fact this thing is going to grip around the turns. It's got a Remus exhaust that sounds fucking delicious. It's not that loud, but I want to make it way louder than what it is. It only made sense to buy one and get one and enjoy one simply because I wanted to just say I did it. I wanted to have that reminder in my garage, like that's what you wanted when you were a kid. You're gonna be a fucking man and not eat your words. You're gonna do it, you're gonna drive it, and you're gonna enjoy it. And I do. I fucking love this. Again, that reminder that anything can be doable, anything is possible, is what this means to me. And I love it. And now I get to share it with my boys. Good old Fargini that probably fucking hates this thing because of what happened to him in Mexico City. And Pedro, who actually likes this because of the orange. Because he's orange. That's right. Actually, before handing the car over to Pedro and see if he ruins it or not, he's gonna drive it a little bit here in the canyons.